It's Maxim again, and I'm here with the Perecon Society to talk about your talents, resources, abilities, and passions that lead you to becoming the solution to a need or the salvation of a soul, even if that soul is a family, a community, a nation, or the world. So let's get right into our lesson for today. We're going to talk about traps, and in particular, your talents. What is a talent? A talent is an innate ability to perform or to complete something without you having extreme training or other knowledge of exactly how to do what it is you're doing. Many people have talents. Everyone has at least one talent. Today's lesson is about discovering your one talent or your multiple talents. And keep this in mind, talents are not exclusive, right? That means that even if you do have more than one, they tend to flow together in such a way to allow you to do things your unique way. Love that. So let's talk about the different categories of talents. We have talents of the head. Talents of the head are demonstrated by people who have the ability to think off the page or to think out of the box or to think differently than the rest of us. These people may be good at mathematics or at science or can think of formulas and calculations that boggle the average person's mind. How did they do that, right? These tend to be great musicians of the mind. They can write amazing pieces of art. They can create in their mind amazing images and put those images on paper using other talents and abilities. You see, a person that has a talent of the head does not necessarily have to be a great performer, but the fact that they can think it, they can create it, they're great writers, they're great orators, they're great at creating something that the rest of us just sit back and say, wow, that's amazing. These people can become great architects or great chefs. The way that they think about food is different, and the way they put it together is so deliciously different than the next person. They can also become great designers. Maybe they don't know how to sew a lick because they don't have a talent of the hand, but they can create things that are just absolutely stunning. People who have the gift of the head can also be great orators. They can wow us with the way that they put their words together, or the ability to speak multiple languages and to interpret in such a way that it just flows creatively. And we sit back and say, wow, I wish I had that talent. People who have great talents of the head often end up in professions, education, or of creativity in terms of science or mathematics or in engineering, things that take a lot of thought. Now, it doesn't mean that every engineer or medical professional or writer has the gift of the head. Some people are just naturally good at it, while others simply struggle to keep up. People who recognize your true genius, they know that you have a gift. And we'll talk about how gifts are acknowledged and recognized and confirmed in just a moment. The second category are gifts of the heart. And these are people who are compassionate and passionate about people, about the earth, the environment. They understand how to reach people. They relate to animals like nobody's business. They know how to take care of their fellow man, of the planet, and of the creatures on the planet. People who have the gift of the heart listen. very well. They may not listen to humans as well as they listen to cats or dogs, but hey, they're on their way. They have a unique ability to connect with other living creatures. They have a heart for it. These people tend to end up in charitable organizations or in education for children or taking care of adults or becoming great nurses or doctors. They are people who are compassionate. Then the third category. These are people who have the gift or the talent, if you will, of the hands. Right. Great sculptors, great writers of, uh, of different categories of creativity. These people can make anything. They're woodworkers. Some surgeons have the gift of the hands, others don't. Some are tremendously talented at doing things that the rest of us simply sit back and wonder, how did they do that? That's amazing. Those are people who have the gift of the hands. Often they are artists or magicians or musicians, even. Often they are in the medical profession. Often they are doing arts and science and crafts and other things that just amaze the rest of us. They have the gift of the hand. The fourth category are people who have the gift of the feet. These tend to be great athletes. Wow, they can jump higher and run faster and they're more agile and they can do things that the rest of us just like, we'll pay to see them do it, right? They're in soccer and football and basketball and track and field and gymnastics and acrobats. They do things that just all the rest of us because they have the gift, the talent of the feet. Now, we said earlier that one talent does not exclude another. People who have a combination of those tend to do very, very well in certain professions. For example, a great surgeon who can think on his feet, who's very, very thoughtful and very particular about how he puts solutions together for his patient, can become a master surgeon. While there are others who just struggle to keep up. True. And then there are people who are great orators. They can woo a crowd. They become pastors and teachers and motivational speakers and lecturers. They do it all. And yet they have no compassion for people. They're great at what they do, but don't get too close because they won't receive you. They do not have the gift of the heart. So your gift or gifts, plural, can be combined to make you truly, truly unique at what you do. Now, just because you think that you're good at something doesn't necessarily mean that you have a talent for it. Talents must be confirmed by other people, other than your mom or your dad, right? Okay. Your talent, once seen and recognized, will be applauded by people you don't even know, but they recognize your genius, your ability to do these things and to achieve these things. These are people who observe. They may be a critic, but they criticize based upon what they see. They may be a cynic, but then when they see what you do, they're like, wow, I wish I could do what they do. So your talent must be confirmed by other people. I once was in a class of music with an amazing teacher. She could teach music theory very well. But when she sung, it was abrasive, to say the least. She hit every note perfectly. She was very, very talented at the cerebral part of music, but not the rest. not too good. I say that because your talent is different. It's unique to you. It's different from anyone else's. Oh, other people may be great musicians or great orators or great physicians or great artists, but you do it your way. You do it differently, right? You've been to art galleries where you've seen many pieces of work, but each artist is unique. Each, each artist is a little bit different than the next, and we enjoy those differences. So don't hide your talents. Take a piece of paper, blank piece of paper. At the top of it, write the word talent, underscore that. And then I want you to take the time to sit quietly. Think about this. Write down everything that people have told you that you're good at. The gift of administration, you're good at organizing things. The gift of collaboration, you're good at pulling people together. Whatever it is that they tell you that you're good at, write it down. Then begin writing down everything that you think you're good at, that you think you're talented at. And then at the right time, we're going to pull all of this together and we're going to map out your unique journey to discovering your unique you. Thank you for listening.